So what's up, everybody? Gamers Talk Gaming, number 2. Today we are with the Stained Glass Geek, a.k.a. Robin. Ihan Robin, out here. And you're in France right now?
Yeah, I'm in France.
What's going on in France?
Nothing really.
Well, you're from Holland, right?
Yeah, I'm from Holland.
So you're out there for work, for vacation, for...
Change of scenery, I guess.
Just the scenery, change of scenery.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. I don't really have a template of questions, but I'll just kind of, I guess, go off what kind of me and Quinn talked about in the last weeks. Do you remember your first video game memory? The first time you saw it in a store or at a buddy's house, or?
It was Mario, first Mario game on the NES system.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did it look stupid? Were you instantly hooked? Did it take a couple tries to get into? Instantly hooked?
Yeah, instantly.
Was it the Duck Hunt one as well, or was it just the Mario?
No, just the Mario. I think I noticed Duck Hunt quite a bit later.
Quite a bit later?
Yeah.
Maybe that was kind of a European, North American thing, because I think all the Marios we had growing up, it was the collab. It was with the Duck Hunt as well as the gun. You don't remember that, though?
Yeah, I remember the gun, but we didn't have it at home, and my friends didn't have it either. So
it came around a little bit later on?
I think so.
Okay.
Or my parents just didn't know it was any good, so...
Okay. Right on.
Outdoors.
So what's up? Tell me a little bit about your YouTube channel and your stained glass artwork. As you can see, as I'm looking at Charmeleon in the background, how long you been doing this?
I started last summer.
That's it?
Yeah.
Doing the Pokemon or just stained glass in general?
Doing the stained glass.
What got you into it?
Well, I think I wanted to do it for the last few years, but I never did because I didn't have the space, budget-wise, and also really spacious-wise. I didn't have any spare room or whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm looking in your room right now. It looks like you need pretty much a whole bedroom.
Yeah,
or a 10 by 10. That's it. Okay. Let me take a screenshot of this.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? I will film. I'll actually use some of this video.
All right.
So you pretty much have a workstation, kind of like maybe like a construction worker. Hey, can you?
I've got two, a small one.
Okay.
And a bigger one.
Can you show the that Metroid right there? Samus's. Yeah. So how long did that take you? The Metroid, all of them. Hours. In how many hours have you been grinding?
I think 3 or 4.
3 or 4 hours for the Metroid?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's not that intricate.
A lot less going on than the Charmeleon. There it is. Nice. Yeah. Damn, that's cool. And all these are for sale? Or
well, the Pokemon are not, but the other ones, yes, they are.
How has it been shipping glass? I bought a pearl that was framed from somebody on Instagram, and it showed up with broken glass. Obviously, it's one of the more fragile things to ship. Does that kind of make you want to retract from shipping these as much? The fear of...
No.
Not at all?
No, not at all. I just double box everything. So.
Double box everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got literally piles of PP flakes and everything. Cool. Yeah.
So tell me about the Charmeleon. Did that was that the most labor intensive stained glass you've done so far? Biggest detail?
Yeah, I think the second detailed, second biggest one.
What was your biggest one?
The Mega Man piece I'm doing right now.
The Mega Man piece you're doing right now. Do you have any footage of that? Is that out?
Yeah. I've got... hold on. This is the start of it.
Nice. So you do the design in Photoshop because oh my God.
This is the entire design.
That's the size? That's the exact size?
Yeah.
That's huge. What is that? 24 by 36 inches? No, it's bigger than that in height.
Well, I work in a metric system here, so
Yeah, millimeters.
it's like 740 millimeters high and 500 wide.
I'm getting used to all of this because I bought do you know Nick in Japan on Instagram? Do you follow him? He does retro artwork as well.
Cool.
I bought a Blastoise wall art off him yesterday, and he was like, "All right, man, just ship me 4,000 yen." And I'm like, what is that? Like, I don't know what that is. And I looked it up. It was only like $35. I was like, hell yeah, dude, totally. So I don't think Americans are too. We might know about the pound or the euro, but other than that, I mean, I think for the most part we're confused when it comes to millimeters, liters. You guys fill up gas, not gallons, liters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool.
Everything's in liters.
Cool.
But it goes the other way around too. I mean, I don't know what anything is in inches except for my television because I bought it in inch. But
have you ever been to America?
No, I haven't.
Never been to America. Have you ever been outside of Europe?
Yeah, 2 times. Africa and Israel.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's going on in Israel?
I don't know actually.
Scenery?
I went with my dad, and I noticed the big walls over there and how people are really divided.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of crazy how all these religions build on top of each other and in a way coexist, but then again, not always.
Is there more than 2 groups of people over there? I mean, when I don't know. I think the majority when most Americans think of Israel, it's just kind of divided by Israelis, Palestinians.
Yeah, mostly, and then next to that, you'll see that every country has its own church set on top of another one and next to another one, and
Was
funny.
Was it civilized over there? I mean, was there news updates every hour with bad?
I guess so, yeah. It was kind of well, nothing much different actually. I mean, I think worldwide, as a group of people, we all are shaped by all the new media, all the new stuff. So it's almost like we're becoming like a general global population, I think.
Sure. I think they do it to strike fear and make money. Most things on the media in America don't make sense to me. I could care less whether somebody I don't know. It's the media is what do they say? It's man-made gossip. It's man-made news.
Yeah, sure. I think the last 7 years I don't watch any news whatsoever, just because it's it's all at the very least it's staged.
Yeah, and in America, you can tell that the media makes the most money off black and white racism. I mean, if a black guy and a white guy get into a fight or kill each other, it'll be worldwide media. If a white guy kills a white guy, nobody gives a shit. If a black guy kills a black guy, nobody cares. But if a black and white thing goes on, the media will front page this. It'll be all over the news. Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not influenced by it. I don't know. It's not that I don't care. It's just that.
Yeah, they pull everything out of perspective.
They pull everything out of perspective. The media, to me, especially in America, is like almost worse than the actual, like, whatever they're portraying happened.
Yeah.
If somebody got kidnapped or something, I think the media is even like worse than that.
Yeah, it's like when you look at Middle Eastern footage on the media, then it's always a bunch of people burning flags. Well, it's just a corner of a street. I mean, there's so much more going on than apart from those 10 people who are burning some stuff.
It was funny. The last time I went to Europe, this was probably like 2009, and I flew into Madrid. And I don't know if you remember, but the 2008, 2009, but the Gaza attacks were just going on. There was like right when I flew in, it was like, holy shit, all of Europe is in like DEFCON 9. And I remember, I I don't know what happened exactly, but it was just another one of those things where, Muslim people are preaching that, we're not all bad. We're not all psychos. We're not all, and I have Muslim friends. They're not insane psychos that, I don't know.
No,
maybe we shouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah.
Let's get back to Pokemon. Let's get back to Nintendo. Let's get back to the Duck Hunt Zapper gun.
Yeah, well, I really played with it, but I guess it was like 3 years later than I played the Mario games and DuckTales. I played so much DuckTales.
Capcom. Capcom's probably my favorite in terms of development. Capcom and Squaresoft. I mean, if you had... It didn't matter. You could buy any Capcom game back in the day, and it would, whether it was DuckTales or Chip and Dale or Little Nemo the Dream Master. I mean, you knew it was going to be fun.
Yeah.
There's not too many Capcom games from Nintendo. I remember being really bad. I mean, you could Konami, Capcom. I mean, they were all pretty good. What was the?
Yeah.
There was a really shitty video game developer who made the Friday the 13th game and the Beetlejuice game. JLB.
I don't know.
It's just such a bummer. I mean, what if Capcom was able to get the rights to Beetlejuice or Friday the 13th,
so much better.
or A Nightmare Before Elm Street? I mean, those games were trash. I'm gonna look it up right now. JBL.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th. Did you play that? That game was actually pretty fun.
No, I didn't. Well, imagine, I don't know, I was 8 years old and I was playing the Nintendo.
LJN. I'm sorry.
LJN. All right.
Yeah, they bought the rights to every video games. The Karate Kid, Back to the Future, Jaws.
Really?
A lot of Sega games, Carnage, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Spirit of Speed. I don't know. I haven't heard of it. Some X-Men games. So what was the first console you had? Was it Nintendo where you were
Yeah, definitely.
buying and collecting games?
It was the NES system.
Mm-hmm.
And I was 8 years old, and well, I think during that time, I mean, it's 94. So
94?
1994. So during that time, I think everything in Europe was so much delayed in comparison to America or even Japan.
In terms of everything or video games?
Video games.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's always different release dates. North America, Japan.
Yeah.
Europe, Australia.
I think nowadays things are more equal, but before Europe was always like, the little brother of the three.
Okay.
The littlest brother. So many of the games then didn't make it to Europe.
Why do you think that? Because it was just a smaller market? They were going to do less sales?
And the biggest problem with Europe is there are like 15 different languages.
Sure. Right.
Yeah, so that's really, really troublesome. And that's what made playing video games to begin with for me kind of hard, because you couldn't understand a thing as an 8 or 10-year-old boy.
If a game comes out, what language is it in? If it comes out in Europe,
then it was just English.
It's all English. Okay.
So I remember playing this game. Maybe you know it. It's like Island Adventures or something.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Adventure Island.
There's like 20 of them. It's a hell of a side scroller. Little surfer guy with his shirt off, surfs up with a hat on.
I just had one, and I kept telling my parents I wanted to play Island. I didn't understand it was island. I didn't understand it was an island. I was just
That's funny,
reading
man.
the letters.
Nice.
And it was one of the few games without any text in it, so I just was able to play it.
Was that the game? Do you remember the specific game that was so engaging you couldn't put the controller down? I mean, the one game where, the weekend comes around and you don't care. You're just locked in your room playing video games. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, that was one of them. Yeah, it was that one and Mario.
DuckTales and Mario or Adventure Island?
Adventure Island.
Adventure Island?
Definitely. Yeah.
Would you say
I literally memorized all the levels.
Good for you. It's been a while. I got that on an emulator.
All right.
There's so many of that game. I mean, if I understand as a developer, it was easy to do. Just a 2-dimensional side scroller.
Yeah.
Hop on the skateboard. Kind of reminds me of Joe and Mac. Did you ever play Joe and Mac, the caveman game?
No.
Am I saying it right? Joe and Mac. Yeah. Here, let me send this to you right now.
Yeah, so, I see the images.
Here, check this out. So is the NES your favorite system of all time?
No.
What's your favorite system of all time?
No, it isn't. I think it's the GameCube.
The GameCube. I'm playing that right now. I'm playing Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I noticed. It's. Oh, you can't imagine how many hours I spent playing Resident Evil. It's just.
You can't imagine how many hours I stayed up last night trying to beat Resident Evil 4. Went to bed at like 5 in the morning. Woke up 5 hours later. Tried to get this audio all set up. I don't sleep that much. I sleep you need 8 hours. Did they say that in Europe? You don't need 8 hours. You need 4 or 5 solid hours.
I really need 8.
You need 8?
Less.
You need 8?
I think I lived 1 month doing 2 jobs.
Okay.
It was a tip of a big shot entrepreneur in Holland.
Yeah.
He said, well, what if you just sleep less and you do more?
Sleep less, do more.
Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
That's going to be our motto. Let's make t-shirts. Sleep less, do more.
Yeah. Apparently my mind, I don't know, is very active during the day. So I really, really need enough sleep in order to, well, do anything actually.
You'll definitely feel it. Like if you only have 6 hours sleep that morning, you will feel you'll pay for it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. I managed to sleep 4 hours every night for I think 2 weeks.
Damn, that's less than me.
And then after it, I just slept for 1 week, just straight on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you drink coffee, but it kind of overcompensates. Like if I'm lacking on sleep, I'll just drink more coffee.
Yeah, it helps.
It helps.
It helps.
So what do you do? Tell us about behind the curtain of Stained Glass Geek.
All right.
You're a businessman.
Yeah, in a way, I guess.
In a way, you are.
I'm mostly really passionate about games and crafts.
Okay.
I always have been, and I think it all just starts with me doing art school and stuff like that.
You went to art school.
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes a lot more sense on your talent and how you got this started and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think from the age of 8 years old, I had one goal, and that was to animate a film.
Okay.
And by the age of 20, I graduated, and I got my first job as a director.
Nice.
Of my own film, and 2 years later, the film was made.
Is it
short, like a Pixar short, you know?
Can we see it?
I think it's on YouTube.
Give me the we'll post that in the caption. Oh, lost my pen.
I'll look it up.
Animated short film. How long is it?
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yeah, almost 7.
Now I gotta. Yeah. Now I really want to see this.
All right. Well, it's really almost. Short.
Okay, that's cool.
It's based on a Dutch writer's narrative.
Oh, here it is. He sent me the link.
Yep.
Let's crank this up. Let's film it. The Squirrel and the Swallow.
It was my first actual job. Yeah.
Let me turn it up.
All right.
You made that?
Yeah. With other people, with a team of 6-7 people.
Damn, dude. What's the design tool? Flash?
No, it's called TV Paint. Because during that time I was really, crafty. I drew everything by hand, and I needed a software that would really represent the pencil and yeah.
Dude, this is really good. I'm gonna watch this later though.
Thanks.
I'm gonna get back to this interview, but I will. Ihan Boivy, is this your other channel?
Yeah, that's me.
Why don't you?
Huh?
Why don't you put that on your Stained Glass Geek channel? If you own all the rights to it, you can get paid for that.
Yeah. Well, I never thought
Never thought about it?
Well, that's the thing. I think YouTube just is quite new to me because I started this Stained Glass Geek label, and I was thinking about doing a Patreon campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I felt that I really should record the process of the things I make because it's quite labor intensive, and I figured if I can time lapse it, it might be worthwhile to watch. I mean, it wouldn't be as long as it really takes, but
I think it's a good idea too. I think you should record everything. Me and Quinn talk about how rad your channel is. There's not
really?
too many
Thanks.
people. I mean, compared to something like purling or something, seems like everybody on Instagram's a purler now. But
yeah.
I don't know of too many other people that are doing what you're doing. I'm not saying that purling's bad or easy to do or anything. I'm just saying I'm just seeing a lot of it, and I enjoy it. I try to support not every, but try to support Instagram artists, people that have Etsy stores or a link in their description. I'll check it out. If something catches my eye and I can afford it, I'll pull the trigger.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know if I can afford your Charmeleon, though. You said that took 60 hours?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It took a whole work week and 20 hours of overtime to put that together?
Yeah, I work like 10 or 12 hours a day.
Damn.
My wife helps also.
Do you mind telling me what the price tag of something like that would be in USD, not yen? 4 billion yen?
Well, I think it would be around $800 or $900.
I was gonna guess something like 6 to 1,000. I was gonna say something about 600 to 1,000.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just the thought of shipping something like that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah. Well, this one would because it's quite big, but these kinds.
Yeah.
They're alright.
Yeah.
It sometimes happens that a piece comes with a broken part. But because I give a guarantee that it just arrives safely.
Okay.
I redo it. I send another one.
Damn. You're going to spend 60 more hours? Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to win the lotto one day, and I'm going to buy that Charmeleon off you for $1,000. Cool?
Well, that one would be heavily insured, I guess, because if I have to do that one again, then an entire week lost. That would be a shame, wouldn't it?
I think people are going to enjoy this, and because I find your videos therapeutical, almost like when you stare at a fish tank or look at a sunset or something. There's just something that nobody needs to talk. You just watch it, and you kind of get like a brain massage. That's what I get when I watch your videos. Yeah.
I feel the same way, and I think that's why I'm doing it.
What do you use to film? I know you got time lapse. Are you just using a GoPro? Not that.
No, just not ordinary iPad.
Oh yeah, you use an iPad.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah, to me too.
To me too.
Yeah, really. I used to work with Canon cameras, like the EOS.
I have a T3i. I've got a T3i, and I just got a Vixia G20. It's good. It's got a cinema setting on it, and it makes things look really good. I actually might take it back and upgrade though. It's cool too because it's got a touch screen, kind of like an iPad. You can flip the thing over and record, look at all your stuff just by touching the screen. You don't have to click any weird buttons or scroll through any weird buttons. So I like that.
Perfect.
But they just came out with a G40, and there's already a G30. I mean, you could check it out on your spare time. You can check it out right now. Canon Vixia though. I have the G20 right now, and I really vouch for it. It's pretty cool. But like I said, I might go for the upgrade.
Yeah, right.
So how long do you think your Mega Man's going to take? If Charmeleon took 60 hours, Mega Man's bigger.
It's bigger, but
is it less detailed?
It has quite some straight line in it.
Straight lines, which saves you.
Yeah, that's
I'm sure.
Quite some straight lines. So it would be easier to create them. I mean, all the curvy stuff has to fit in the other curvy stuff with the charmeleon. So imagine carving a band, but then you also have to carve the other band that fits in there.
Keep in mind, I'm the
That's hard.
shittiest crafter ever. I can make beer, but I can't make toast. I can't make top ramen. I can't make a quesadilla. So the saws and the glue. Is it glued? Is there a lot of what do you use for the adhesive?
It's I can get some. It's copper foil. Hold on, that's just.
It blows my mind that you've only been doing this for a year. I mean, I understand that you're a very talented guy. As I just saw that YouTube video, the squirrel and the swallow. I want to watch that from start to finish when this interview's over.
Well, this is the adhesive. This it's copper foil.
That's what you use?
Yeah.
Looks like string.
Yeah, and this it's like.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, it's like tape.
It's tape.
Sort of. I'm an idiot.
And the inside I stick to the glass.
Gotcha.
And well, it's slightly wider than the glass is, so it will go around it.
Okay. What do you do for the color? How do you get different shades of that orange?
I buy all kinds of glass.
The glass comes with the color. The glass is already pre-stained. Okay. What are you showing me? Oh, there it is. Damn, so it looks like that. That's it.
So.
And you can only just use like a couple inches of that, right? I mean, that's what? A square foot? Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
What does one of those cost?
$8 or $9. $8 or
€9?
No, dollars.
What do they use in France? Are they still on the franc? Swiss?
No. Everything in Europe is euro now.
Everything is euro, even England?
No, England doesn't participate that much.
England will never give up the pound.
No, they even are arguing whether they should leave the EU or not.
I mean, they've been arguing that for what, 10 years? They were arguing that when I was there in 2008.
They keep on arguing about it.
Why is it so expensive in England? How come Europe is so damn expensive? I think everything in America is expensive. Rent, food, bills.
Yeah, it is. I think it's even more expensive when you want something from Europe going to America or the other way around.
Well, there's always the middleman.
Yeah.
That's why you got to get Amazon Prime, brother. You got Amazon Prime?
No, I don't.
Best thing in the world. Thing in the world. I mean, I was buying Amiibos for, I don't know, $20 without Amazon Prime. Mm-hmm. And then I got Amazon Prime and they would be like $15. Show up at your house the next day.
Yeah.
Half the stuff you don't even pay tax on, maybe more than half. Free shipping. And they've got Amazon guys now that, like, I'll come home from work or I'll come home from getting lunch or something, and there'll be an Amazon van at my house. Really? And the guy's just waiting. You know, it's not like UPS. They just put the package on the door and assume people are good and not going to steal it. This guy was waiting in my driveway.
Incredible.
It was awesome. And, I started talking to him, and he was like, yeah, Amazon's a really good job. I think for the delivery guys, they start at about $14 an hour, which is a pretty good wage. I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
I think minimum wage in California right now is $10 an hour. It just went up.
Yeah, I think over here the minimum is similar to that.
10.
It's like €9.
€9.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly $10.
I make minimum wage. I'm a bartender. Bartenders all make minimum wage. We don't.
Yeah.
We get tips, so it kind of. I mean,
it balances out.
You'll make $10 an hour, and then you can make anywhere from $100 to $500 depending on where you work.
Yeah, depending on the evening, depending on the guests.
You guys don't tip in Europe. I noticed that about Spain and England.
You should come to France.
It's different?
Yeah, it's way different. Did you know even in Paris they make you pay for
gratuity?
where you take your coffee.
Where you take your coffee?
Yeah.
What the hell? Where you take your coffee?
if you want a regular coffee, you order it at the bar, then it's just €2.
Okay.
Yeah. When you sit down and you order a coffee, it's €4, and when you go sit on the terrace, it's even worse. It's like €8.
You know what? I think Subway does that. I think if you sit there, they
Really?
charge you like 50 cents more. I mean, you're taking up space.
Yeah, all right.
You're using probably more napkins or filling up your water
double
cup.
The prices.
Yeah.
And also, if you say, "Can I have a coffee?" then they would, well, I don't know, sell it to you for €4. And if you say, "Can I have a coffee, please?" then you can get it for €2.
That's ridiculous. That should be illegal.
It is.
That's stupid.
It is. But
that's stupid as hell.
Yeah, and that's how French people can be.
If you say please, it's half off.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Man, I wish I worked in America. Going to Best Buy, say please, get your PS4 for like $150 instead of
yes, please.
$5,400.
Yeah. Imagine how cheap it will be if you say pretty please.
I don't think the French people have too good of a rap in America.
No, I can imagine, and it's the other way around also.
Because they've backed out of wars and stuff, and they're snobbish, and
yeah,
I worked
really proud people.
Very what?
Proud.
Very proud.
Yeah, they're really proud people.
I worked for in 2010 when I came home from. I lived in NorCal and Sonoma. One of my first jobs back in La Jolla was at a French restaurant called Tapenade. And it was run by first generation French people, and they were probably like the biggest assholes I've ever met in my whole life.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had if I had a wrinkle in my shirt, you had to go home. You had to wear black socks. If I wore like a charcoal colored or a light gray, they'd send you home. The people that would come in, the customers, they would kiss their ass. Oh, laissez compétent, come here, oui. And as soon as they'd leave, they'd start talking shit about them, rich white people and stuff like that. It's like, fuck you guys. The food was good. It was a good business. It was, I don't know, it was sirloin steaks, salmon, lobster.
Yeah, classical.
Yeah, very expensive. I don't know if you're familiar with La Jolla, but La Jolla is like probably the nicest city in San Diego.
All right.
A lot of celebrities live in La Jolla. Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know he's got a house in La Jolla. There's a lot of money. It's on the coast. San Diego has a really good public school system. You don't need to send your kids to private schools, but La Jolla still has them. Bishops.
All right.
Yeah. It's dead weight to send you. I was talking about this with my girlfriend the other day. The only reason you should ever send your kid to a private school is if you live in like the inner city, if there's gangs or, there's metal detectors at school, then maybe send your kid to a private school. All my friends from San Francisco, I went to Sonoma. I played lacrosse a lot. I had a lot of friends from San Francisco. Kind of gangster. Mm-hmm. Most of the kids there did go to private schools. St. Ignatius. But I don't know. Back to La Jolla. Back to French people.
Well, I worked in a hotel in Nice. Nice is the Côte d'Azur, is next to Monaco. Talking about rich areas. It's one of the few countries who don't have a tax system. Okay. So all the rich and famous, they are living there, and it's really it's like
asshole-ish. A lot of assholes.
Quite, but
yeah.
It's almost as if you are in Disneyland. Everything is just perfect.
Tinseltown.
And beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's for real. Like everything that looks gold is gold. Everything it's incredible. You only see like Dubai. You only see the big cars and
stuff like that.
That's the image.
Stuff like that reminds me of the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games, like the Utopia, and everyone's all dolled up, and
exactly.
Waterfalls and gold and jewelry and.
Yeah, and I worked in a hotel in that area, a few 3 or 4 stars hotel. I did the reception.
Nice.
And to learn French, I was learning French. That's why I wanted that job.
This is your 4th language, right? You speak 4 languages: English, German.
Yeah, but German is
Dutch.
really. a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Keep going.
Every time when there were French people staying the night, he said, "Well, it will be a very hard night because French people they're like, well, jerks."
Yeah.
You can't get any worse than French people.
No, they're snobs.
Himself.
They're snobs.
It's really and every time every French person I met is telling me this. Like, beware of French people. They're like jackasses.
Even the French know their own poison. Okay.
Yeah, and that's saying something. And I think that in general also is the atmosphere.
Culture.
It's a cultural thing.
Maybe their friends or parents put them up to it. Maybe you're supposed to act or put on a certain.
They really distrust each other. They're jealous. They're really jealous.
Okay.
Yeah, in France there are a few laws, and if you don't abide by that law, then it might be that your neighbor is going to tell you off to the city hall.
Really?
Really. So neighbors don't invite each other in. They only speak outdoors because they don't want to show their neighbor they bought a TV or they have a certain...
Fuck that.
Yeah, really.
Here, I'm declaring something right now. Everything about French people sucks except you being there, French fries, French toast, and soccer. Because they do have a good soccer team. I was a big fan of Thierry Henry, Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah, and don't forget the French kiss and all
and the
those
French
kinds
kiss.
of French things, right?
And the French kiss. So how long are you going to be in France, man?
I think indefinitely.
Really?
Really.
Do you miss Holland?
Sometimes, but I really like to, in a way, to be left alone. And Holland is pretty small. It's really expensive, and I think with what I was doing, I would never be able to afford a home or whatever.
It's more expensive than France.
Oh, way more. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I don't think most Americans know that. I honestly thought France was top shelf in terms of economy and.
No, not at all. It's I think we've got a lot of trouble with some countries in Europe which are going bankrupt. Portugal, Greece was in the news big time.
I had no idea. Zero idea.
Well, France is next. The current president is it just fucks things up, and
hey man, sorry to hear.
It's going downhill, but that gives me a chance to rent a farm over here for not that much money every month.
You do your own things. You could actually benefit from this.
Yeah, which is kind of strange because I'm living here, so it's all the schools are closing down. All the people of my age are leaving this area to go to the city, to go to Paris to find some jobs. And I think 2 years ago, I said to my wife, well, I want to make a living while not being attached to any city whatsoever. I just want to work from home. I want to make sure I have a steady income without the need to go to an office or whatsoever.
As long as you have internet, right? As long as you have the internet.
Exactly. So this place, which is getting emptier by the day, it's just perfect for me because I'm not attached to anything as long as I have internet.
You inspire me, dude. I want to live in Mexico for a year. My girlfriend won't let me though.
Really?
Yeah. We go to Rosarito all the time. I go to Mexico kind of just to get away from my phone 2, 3, maybe 4 times a year.
Yeah.
And it's very nice. I mean, like an oceanfront view where I live is $1 million to buy at least.
Yeah.
You can get it in Mexico and Rosarito for about $100,000. So it's about 1/10 of the price.
Yeah. Exactly. It's crazy, right?
My dad's been taking me to Mexico since I was 4 years old. I've seen it. I've seen the way of life down there, the poverty, the kids with their chiclets, the do's and don'ts, where you want to be after, the sun goes down. Yeah. I've never been afraid of going to Mexico. I mean, anything's easy once you know how it's done. Yeah, I hear you. I want to live in Mexico for a year. Like you said, I don't want to be like the commute. You don't want to, have to drive to work every single day in the same city for 2 hours a day.
No, if you don't have to.
That's a huge factor. traffic. I hate driving. I don't know if I've told you. I can't stand driving.
Oh, I really like it, but with all the traffic there, well, there's not much driving to it, is there? I mean.
So do you work from home? Do you make your living from where you're at right now? I mean, aside from the stained glass stuff, you work via
the animations.
Webcams.
I'm a motion I'm for 50% of my time I work as a motion designer.
Okay.
I started that small business 2 years ago, I guess.
Okay.
And since then I just work from home. And this year, I think yesterday.
Proud of you, dude. I'm proud of you, man. No. I mean, I'm a YouTuber. I've told you, we've talked on.
Yeah.
Half my income comes from my other YouTube channel, not my BREWS and VIDS channel. Mm-hmm. But I love making YouTube videos. Whether it gets 5 views or 5,000 views, I'm still going to make them. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. And I was always doing animation. And for 1 minute of a video, it takes like weeks, days of animating. And I really enjoy the fact that when you film, there's just so much footage. And it's the other way around. You have to you have to cut through the waste and find
fills
only
up
the
your
best
computer
parts.
Very fast.
Yeah, it does. That's why I've got
one right here, bro.
This baby.
I've got a couple. Terabyte external hard drive.
Perfect.
This video might actually cut out because we'll do 10 more minutes, but I'm recording this whole thing and I've got about, I don't know, probably like 30 or 40 gigabytes of hard drive space left. So hopefully this won't exceed that.
No, we'll be all right.
When I first interviewed Quinn, he said, how long are you going to interview me for? And I said, it's going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. And he's and he said, whoa, that's a long time. That's a long time. I'm like, it's not. And it's going to go by super fast. I mean, doesn't this feel like this has gone by extremely fast?
Yeah.
We've been talking for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I like doing this interview because it kind of brings some humanity back, right? I mean, we could text each other and hang out on Instagram, but I'm looking at you. You can see me, I can see you. We're talking to each other. You're 1,500 miles away, and this is just fucking cool.
It's really, apart from the time difference, that's the only crazy thing.
What time is it there? Midnight?
Get you on full screen. No. 10-ish.
10 o'clock?
Yeah.
So we're about 10 hour gap. Are you in the future or am I in the future?
I'm in your future.
You're in my future. Past. Okay, when it's 10 o'clock my time, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to have a tuxedo on. I'll be have the whole amiibo collection.
Yeah, amiibos. I just mentioned it today to a friend of mine.
Are they big in Europe?
Yeah, I noticed there are so many amiibos that have been sold. I said to him, well, maybe we should find a way to think of some amiibo stands in glass, like
that would be rad.
Like a real stage.
That would be rad.
And just because of that, I just here.
There you go. Chic. Link.
Yeah.
Sheik doesn't make sense to me. I still don't even know who the character is. It's Zelda from the Ocarina of Time, but why isn't she just there the whole time? I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. But when Super Smash Bros. Made this character available,
she's good. She's good in the game.
It's
she's
my
fast.
all-time favorite.
Yeah,
I like the pace.
Yeah. There's a guy on Instagram, this artist I follow, that he'll take an amiibo. Mm-hmm. He's a painter. His name's Miko's Collection. Hold on, let me shout him out right now. Oh, I love this dude. This guy literally is my Siamese twin. He just drinks beer and paints these amiibos. I'm going to hold this up. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it. Miko's Collections. And what he does is he takes amiibos and pop art and he paints over them, and he'll add like even decals to them. That's Mewtwo.
Yeah, cool.
He'll spray paint it like it's just really cool. It's another Instagram artist that I enjoy following. So yeah, check it out. Maybe you can figure out something to do with amiibos and your skill of stained glass.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. For now, I'm all. I don't know. Did I mention it to you?
Mention what?
I'm doing like my Mona Lisa piece.
You said that through a DM. That's when I interview you, I want to make sure that, because we've talked about a lot of these things, and I don't want it to sound repetitive because it might sound repetitive to us, but these people don't know what we've talked about previously. Yeah, what we DM each other and stuff like that.
Well, the Mega Band piece is just a start to get me to understand how bigger pieces work. Because the bigger the piece gets, the challenging the construction is, because you don't want the pieces to collapse on themselves, like because of the weight.
Sure.
And ever since I started, I really wanted to work towards something. I'm that kind of a guy. Always set some goal, maybe like 7 in front of myself, just to knock down when I'm there.
You talking about making money, or are you talking about making bigger, better pieces?
Pieces. Only pieces wise.
You're not worried about the money, the sales.
Also that's
sure.
The other part.
I mean, we're human, right?
Yeah. I mean,
we need
in order to do bigger stuff, I need a bigger amount of sheets of glass and a bigger wallet to purchase them.
What's the saw cost? How much does that cost USD? The thing that you're shaving the glass down. Is that right there? That little.
This one is a saw.
That red thing kind of looks like. Yeah. Okay, I kind of see it.
And the small one over there.
2 saws.
It's a grinder.
A grinder. Sorry.
Yeah, and it's the grinder that I use like 99%.
Okay.
All the time, and just a small bit for some pieces I use the saw. And the grinder, I don't know, but in here in France, in Holland, in Europe, it's like $170, $170.
So about 200 American.
No, it's in dollars. So it's
I'm sorry.
It's 150 in euros.
Oh, so it's affordable. It's affordable.
Yeah, it's all right. And the saw, I just noticed in the US, it's like $300.
300. Okay.
I paid €750 for it.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy, and it's just because it has to come all the way from America.
It's all the middleman. It's all the transport.
It is, and with my pieces also, I think 1/3 of the price goes instantly to the middleman, to the post people.
Amazon Prime, man. I'm telling you, Amazon Prime.
Yeah, exactly. They make you pay for it.
So, what are you playing right now? We had some Smash Bros going the other night. You're in that group with Quinn and 8-Bit Gabe and my buddies, who I've actually met all through Instagram.
Really?
People say Instagram isn't real. I'm like, dude, I've made friends. I've got buddies coming down this summer. If I ever go to Europe, we're drinking beers.
Exactly.
Me and Ihan Robin are going to kick back a 6-pack. Play Smash Brothers. I'm going to slap them around.
and I think we'll have to visit Belgium also, just to introduce you to some Belgian beers.
Belgium, Germany. Right. I mean, these are like Czech Republic. These are like the lager capitals of the world. I mean, people talk about Pacifico. Yeah. Do you know the beer from Mexico, Mazatlan? Pacifico. Have you ever heard of Pacifico?
No.
People think that's Mexican beer. No.
All right.
It's German beer. 2 Germans moved there.
Really?
In 1890, the 1900s, and started a brewery there. And Pacifico is generally the one like commercial yellow fizzy beer I can distinguish. It's a good beer.
All right.
And it's a German recipe.
Yeah.
It stems from Germany.
I think what a lot of Americans forget is that America does have its roots very deeply in Europe.
Of course.
And not a lot of people may be aware of that, but
Coors, Joe Coors, Adolf Coors, who killed himself, rest in peace, first generation German. He moved to Colorado.
No, but even the dollar is
France. We stole the pyramid and the Statue of Liberty. Doesn't that all come from France or something?
The name is from a Dutch coin, the daalder.
The dollar.
Really?
Americans, we're such posers. If anybody is offended by this, shut up. America is posers.
Sorry.
Well, the Statue of Liberty clearly came from France. It was just a giant version of a statue that they already had. We could have come up with our own shit. Shit, man,
incredible. It's incredible. And
Ben
New York,
Franklin's fat ass on the statue.
You have like the Bronx and Harlem, right? Well,
Bronx and Harlem, New York, New England.
Yeah.
You don't think those were cities before?
New York, before New York was called New York, it was New Amsterdam.
Okay.
Oh, and that's Dutch.
That reminds me of the movie Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
Maybe his name was just
Gangs
Amsterdam.
of New York. It was the Irish versus the
Yankees.
I don't know.
Probably the English.
The Yankees.
It was really probably the Irish versus the fucking Irish. Just some Irish got there 30 years before, and they were all territorial, and they were like, "Well, fuck you guys."
And then we're back to beer.
Yeah.
I mean, the argument might have just been started with the argument about which beer was better, Heineken or Grolsch.
And then it starts a whole world war. People get distinguished. New religions start.
Yeah.
All because of beer.
All because of the beer.
All because of Guinness, Dublin.
And that's why I really admire Belgium. It's I mean there's so many monasteries there that keep on brewing the beer they did since like the 1600s.
Sure.
And they bottled just barely enough to be available in the supermarket from time to time.
I like it. Kind of a less is more approach. They don't just want to
Yeah. And
have a mass production.
Like your Mermaid Tears, they make like real special beers.
Mermaid Tears, you watch my videos?
Yeah.
What do you think? You can start brewing?
Definitely. Yeah, one day. When things are rolling, I mean, I'm just setting up shop. So once things are rolling and there's a little bit more free time for me, like having weekends and such, then yeah, definitely.
I'll send you good hops. I'll vacuum seal it and I can send it to you. And
wonderful.
Either you brew fast or throw it in a freezer. But
all right.
I work at a brewery too, and I don't get paid to brew there. I just help out. Mm-hmm. I there's a brewery and a tasting room in the same location. I run the room and I help brew pretty much for the experience. I mean, cool. You're going to get better experience doing hands-on stuff than you'll ever learn in a classroom, you know. I get hops for cheap. I get them from about $1 an ounce. If you ever want, I mean, when the time comes, we'll get you going. Amarillo, Simcoe, Mosaic. I mean, if not, these hops are about $3.50 to $4 an ounce. So it's about 4 times the price if you buy on small scales and nickel and dime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
cool.
Watch my videos. Learn how to brew beer.
Yeah. Well, I just watch them just also for fun. I mean, like I started with stained glass. I started with watching YouTube videos and just see what people were doing. You
got to take what you like, filter out what you don't like, and do it better.
Exactly.
Because I was looking up other stained glass YouTubers, and you know they do have more exposure and bigger subscriber count and stuff like that because they've been around longer. But your videos are better.
Thanks.
You're just new to the table.
Well,
Still trying to figure out the title tags, the playlist thing, the adding links in the video and stuff like that. But me and Quinn have talked about your channel. I think it's going to blow up.
I hope.
I think it's going to, I don't know what this podcast is going to do to your channel. Maybe it'll get some exposure. But I think when you figure YouTube out and the title tags and the playlists and stuff like that and connecting videos to another video, I think you're going to get subscribers organically.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so too. I think you're a good dude, man. I think
I'm looking at it.
You're looking at your channel?
I'm at 99 subscribers.
99, baby. Did you take 99. Your subscriber count off? I can't see it.
Oh, really?
I think because you can disable it. You can take off like the comments, the thumbs downs, the subscriber count. I couldn't see it. And it blows my mind you only have 99 subscribers.
Yeah, but the first video, I don't know, it's like 4 weeks ago.
That was it?
Yeah.
1 month?
Yeah.
When did we start talking to each other? It was almost about 6 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. And I was figuring out a way. Yeah, 24th of January. So it's 1 month ago. Exactly 1 month ago.
Shit, that's it? The 24th? Wow. Damn. I got to pay rent again soon?
Yeah. Oh, me too.
And February is an early month. We got to pay rent.
Yeah.
On the. I got to pay rent like 3 days. Fuck
this
that.
time we have 1 day extra, right?
It's the leap year, unless I'm an idiot, which I am. But yeah, I think it's the 28th.
Yeah, I don't know if you have it too, but we have like the 29th this year, once in a 4 year.
Is that this year? Then we have it too. We're not.
Yeah.
We're on the same Mayan calendar.
Apocalypto. All right. So this year
we got 5 days before we have to pay rent.
All right.
We'll celebrate that day on the 29th. That we get one more day to delay our rent checks.
Exactly.
Cool. I'm looking at the squirrel and the swallow right now. I'm gonna watch this right when we get off.
Cool.
So we got 5 more minutes, man. Anything else you want to talk about? You want to talk about any upcoming games? Are you a Fallout 4 guy? The new.
All right.
Were you a Far Cry fan? Primal just came out.
No, I'm no fan whatsoever of Far Cry.
It's got some buzz. I mean, Far Cry 3 was good. Far Cry 4 was okay. They had that downloadable content. I mean, when I talk about buzz, I'm talking about what people are posting on Instagram.
Yeah.
Coming out, what's going around?
I don't know which one. Maybe the first one I played it. Could it?
I didn't play the first 2.
10 years ago, maybe?
I didn't play them. I don't even, was it Xbox exclusive? I knew nothing about Far Cry until Far Cry 3. And I fell in love with it. And it's kind of the same template. I mean, it's Ubisoft, so it kind of looks a lot like Assassin's Creed or Red Dead Redemption.
It's really well made.
It's very well made. And I don't care.
It's very well made.
I don't care if they keep using the same template. Keep using it.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a it's a hell of a game.
If it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's done all right. I'm more the kind of guy that likes to go, either into space or into, I don't know, like Hyrule medieval times.
Time travel?
Yeah, or just, like some other scenery than around here.
Some other dimension, dark world.
Yeah, yes, just something that's really different from what I'm seeing every day. I bought my Xbox One, and it came with GTA.
Yep.
The new one.
What's the new one? Is there a newer one than 5?
No, well, it should be 5 then.
Yeah.
I think I played it for 20 minutes, and then I drove back to the store, and I swapped it for Majora's Mask.
Why? You didn't like it? Because it was too.
I just don't like it.
It was too real life. It wasn't.
It was too real.
You want fantasy. You want something to take you away.
Yeah, exactly. And it made me kind of sad, and I was like, well, I'm not playing this. I'm playing to have some fun, and fun for me is, I don't know, maybe something else. So I swapped it for Majora's Mask.
Hey, you have the right to do that. I mean, you honestly played it for 20 minutes and drove it back to the store?
Yeah, instantly.
That's awesome, dude. Most people love that game. That game was successful as hell. It sold 1 million copies. It sold way more than that.
But, I'm never like most people.
Wasn't your taste.
My life.
Wasn't your taste. Was not your taste. What's your favorite video game of all time? Of all time. The game you played the most, you beat the most. You fell in love with the story. You couldn't get enough of it.
It might have been Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, yeah.
I thought for sure you were going to say A Link to the Past. You started talking about Hyrule, and you already mentioned Majora's Mask. Mass Effect. 1, 2, there's 3, right?
Exactly, and I see them as a whole because the story prolongs in every episode, and you bring back, you take with you the past of the prior game.
I haven't played it. I just know that it was voted. Somebody gave it like Video Game of the Year. It won a bunch of awards. Actually, the year Far Cry came out, Far Cry 3 came out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think it was Mass Effect 3. I think that was the one that just wrecked shop. Game of the Year, Best Director, Best Main Character, something like that. Yeah.
It's quite remarkable, and I think it was the first game that really felt like making an entry in adulthood. I mean, the decisions you have to make on how the storyline goes, they're quite heavy.
Some Final Fantasy VI. Okay.
Yeah.
Left or right, fork in the road. Which way do you want to go?
And And it's really used to be like the Final Fantasy series or the Zelda series. I played them a lot also.
Okay.
Until Mass Effect, and well, it's just I don't know. Maybe people can relate to it in a similar way as to Star Wars. It's like this universe. It's like, it's like it really is. It's a world on its own.
With chronological events that are like the biggest factor to the whole plot.
Yeah.
I like it, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody, this is the Stained Glass Geek. And you can check his YouTube channel out. It's the same name, right? Your YouTube channel is Stained Glass Geek?
Yeah, it's all the same name. All
right. Anything you want to come clean about? Any video game you've never beaten? Anything at all in life? I did this with Quinn, and he admitted he never beat Super Metroid, and he also admitted that he hates RPGs, which is my favorite genre of games. And Super Nintendo is definitely on my top 10, or Super Metroid is on my top 10 list of favorite video games of all time. So I gotta ask you something. What's the game you never played, never beat?
I never finished Zelda Wind Waker.
What? Oh, I'm cutting it off right now. That game came out in 2004.
I know.
You have more than enough time to beat that game. You have a Wii U. Get the remastered version.
Yeah, I have both. And with a friend of mine, we played through the end. And then I already had seen the end, and I was still digging up
sucks.
all those Triforce parts.
Yeah.
So I left there. There probably was another game coming out, or I don't know.
You were the one telling me that. I think it was you that you were saying just the sailing takes too long. Yeah. Just getting from place to place was just too time consuming.
Yeah.
That can burn you out.
Yeah, it was too much of the same.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it though. Just the whole, I don't know how the hell they made that game or made it look like a comic book, but I loved it. Those little islands out there flying on the bird using the telescope.
Very pretty. I even made a big mural painting for my brother. Like, I don't know, like 8 square meters, like a whole wall.
Shit, like 25 feet. So
much.
What's a meter? 3 feet, 3.1 feet. I get meters and yards confused.
All right, what do you want to know? Like,
no, it's cool. I did the math. 25 feet by 25 feet, a whole wall.
A whole wall, yeah.
Can you send me a picture? I'll put it in the video.
All right.
Because what I do is I do the audio, and then I overlap your audio, and then I just add pictures in. I'll listen to it, and then we'll talk about Majora's Mask, and I'll throw in a clip art.
Yeah, I noticed from last video. Well, it's a really good idea.
Yeah, send it over to me. That'd be cool.
Yeah, sure.
All right, Ayhan, Robin. This has been fun, man. I enjoyed this.
Yeah, me too.
Did you think you'd be nervous? You have a calm demeanor to you. You know, you're my age. We're pushing 30. It's not like this is the first day of school.
No, it's not. It's just I'm Dutch and
Dutch people communicate and talk and know 4 languages.
What I mean is I really have this Dutch accent that's the only thing that really bothered me up front. But
wait, say it again. That bothers you?
Yeah, up front I was like, well, I'll be speaking English, and during the day I also speak French and write Dutch to my clients, and so I communicate in different languages during the day.
Okay.
And this is the end of the day, so I kind of, I was thinking, I might trip a lot, like with the pronunciation.
Just fumble, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And so do you think people get offended by that, or is it just more of like you don't want to look stupid in your own head?
Yeah, I just don't want to look stupid in my own head.
Dude, who cares? Nobody in America gives a shit about accents. That's funny. That I'm glad that I want to interview more people from Europe, because I genuinely enjoyed this. This gave me a solid taste of Western Europe, and next time I go to France, I'm going to say please and thank you and get half off everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we go,
exactly.
4 languages. You have to say I have never played Wind Waker in all of them. How do you say that in German? I have never played Wind Waker for...
Oh, wow. Then we start with the worst.
¿Cómo se dice? That's Spanish.
Oy.
How do you say it?
Yeah.
How do you say I've never played Wind Waker in German?
I have to look up one word. Hold on.
How do you say I've never played Wind Waker in France?
I'll just look up the word never.
No jugando, video game, no jugando. I don't know. Spanish. I got an A in Spanish 3 in high school.
Really?
Yeah. That was the only class I got A's in because you could talk.
Yeah, all right.
You were like, all right, let's hear it. I have never played. Oh, man, we're hyping this up way too much.
Ah, okay. No. So, j'ai jamais fini.
That's in France. Les incompétents.
Le jeu Zelda de Wind Waker.
That's in German?
In German. Ich habe nie gespielt.
How come the language of German sounds so angry? Every time a German talks like, it's like, dude, relax, man.
That's exactly what everyone around us says.
It's like you're yelling or you're telling somebody to do something without saying please.
It's like square, and that's the first thing I noticed when I was learning French.
Yeah.
Because Dutch also is like German, quite straight.
Right.
So ik heb nog nooit de Wind Waker uitgespeeld. That's Dutch. It sounds quite.
Germans are angry. Maybe they're all
firm.
Sexually frustrated. I don't know. Maybe if Hitler got a couple more dates, the whole Holocaust thing would have never happened. I don't know.
Is it for you with Spanish? I mean, if you speak Spanish or French or any Latin language, it's like this.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm with you. It's fast. It
flows.
It flows. It's fast and it flows.
It's like fluid language, and I think a lot of North European and maybe also Slavic languages are like bricks.
Okay.
They don't flow. They just thud.
Right.
And then you have a line.
I never thought about it that way. That's actually pretty damn smart.
I don't know.
No, I'm with you. All right, buddy.
So
anything else? This is about an hour and a half.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't. Hell, if anybody's sorry, I'm sorry. This felt like 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this goes by really fast.
It does, and I can't wait for the next time we can play Super Smash.
We got Super Smash. Next week I'm having on either Robot Hot Dog or Princess Demi.
Yeah, nice.
I enjoy doing this. Hopefully you enjoy this as well. I don't know what this is, but hopefully it's either entertaining or it can help a gamer out, whether they want to promote something or a Twitch account, a YouTube account, a claim sale, an artist sale, a charity, a fundraiser. I mean, whatever. So, Ihan Robin, a.k.a. the Stained Glass Geek, thank you for your time. Anything else? What's your 10-second elevator speech? Have a good day. I love the world. Don't come to France. Say please and thank you. All right.
Exactly. Say please and thank you.
Say please and thank you.
It's like work hard and stay humble.
Work hard, stay humble, he says.
Yeah?
Sleep less, work more, I say. All right, buddy. Check his channel out on YouTube. I've seen the Jolteon. I've seen the Charmeleon. Do you have a Vaporeon? Do you have a...
No, not yet.
You have... What's the one you're working on now? Or you have Mega Man, but you have...
Nidoran. I didn't show you, did I? Oh, well.
Let's see the Nidoran.
All right.
I got to go to work. These guys called me. They want me to come in.
I finished this one today.
Damn, boy.
So
32.
On tomorrow's upload.
He's not number 32, right? Is he number 32?
Sorry, what?
Is he number 32?
Yeah.
I thought he was... Who's after 9? It's like Metapod and Caterpie. I know Pikachu's 25.
Yeah.
Mew and Mewtwo, 150, 151.
After 9, I think it's those bugs.
It's bugs.
Yeah, and this one I finished earlier.
Nice. Yeah, you guys got to check this guy's YouTube channel out.
Yeah, tomorrow there will be the Nardron video will be online.
All right, I'm gonna let you go, Ahen. Thank you for your time.
Have a great day.
You're a good dude. Thanks again. Hopefully one day we can drink beers in Belgium, Brussels, Germany.
Yeah, Paris. I don't care.
Do you drink beer?
Yeah.
My man. All right, brother. Have a good day. This is CH from BREWS and VIDS and Ahen from the Stained Glass Geek saying goodbye and peace out. Later, guys.
Bye-bye.